Good morning, folks. This is day 15 or 16. I'll have to correct it when I get started. It's not I can't even keep track of what day I'm on right now. But anyway, you can see behind me, we're at Gorgeous Stays Tiny Houses. We stayed in the blue one right there, which is Hooked on Fishing. The one with the red roof there is the Red Wolf Inn. So it's a very interesting place to stay. Kind of cool. The ankle is still swollen. I'm gonna put a picture of it right up here. So if you don't want to see a picture of it, of a red, purple, swollen foot, you might want to just look away for just a second. I'm just gonna put a still picture of it and show you what it looks like. It's hurting, but I don't think it's anything that's gonna stop me. It's much better today than it was yesterday. I did a regimen of soaking it in the ice cold Nantahala River, then came back here, and they have Epsom salts here. So then I soaked it in a bucket of super hot water with Epsom salts. Then I came down here to the creek and I soaked it some more in the cold. Between that and Aleve, it's feeling much better this morning. I am not walking 100%, but I'm probably up to about 65%. So I think I can make it. Today's going to be a fairly short walk. It's only about 8 miles. It is all uphill, so it's a very strenuous 8 miles. But uphills don't bother me near as bad as the downhills right now with my ankles. So we're going to keep tracking and see how we can make it. And I think it's just going to continue to get better. I don't think this is bad enough to stop me yet. So I'm going to keep going and keep doing what I need to do, and we'll see what happens. So I'll see you once we get out onto the trail. Starting the morning, so we're continuing to head north. At the NOC, we're 137 miles in. Today's gonna seem like a really short hike because we're doing less than 8 miles today, but it's very steep elevation gain. And like I told you this morning, I'm probably at about 65%. I'm gonna give you one more view of the river. That's the kayaking course going through there. There's the Knock. There's bluegrass, a couple more hikers over there. We're going to continue to head north. Nothing's open right now. It's early in the morning. So we're going to head north and see how far we make it. The ankle's feeling good right now. We'll see how it does. Gets the blood flowing through it. Hopefully it'll get better as we go. Onward we go. Nice way to start the day. Beautiful rock formation. I think if I'm gonna walk slow, might as well take in the views, right? Found a level spot to do a little video. You guys have no idea how happy I am to be out here this morning. Today's Monday. When I fell on Friday, I thought my hike was over. It was really painful. What happened, it was pouring down rain. I stepped over a root that was only about 4 inches high, but when I put my left foot down, it was like stepping on ice. My left foot kept going. My right foot stayed on that root and ended up in the small of my back. Thank goodness I've been doing a lot of stretching and was limber enough that nothing happened to my knee or my legs or anything else. It did twist my ankle, and it still hurts, but it is a whole lot better than it was, to the point where I made the decision this morning to continue on with my hike. Right now, I think it was the right decision. The more I walk, the better it feels. Still not walking fast. Probably won't be for a few days, maybe even for a week or so. But I am moving. And like I said, each step is a little bit better. And hey guys, I'm in this. What more could someone ask for? I'm just happy to be out here. I want to take just a minute. Not a lot of stuff to see this morning so far. It's just all been climbing. We get occasional level spots like this, so I can video a little bit. I just wanted to acknowledge the YouTube community. When I started this thing, I didn't think I'd get 200 subscribers. I'm well over 2,000 now. And what's really incredible, I get comments every day from all over the country, but I also get them from all over the world. I've gotten them from Sweden. I've gotten them from Indonesia, Switzerland, Australia. It's incredible how far the YouTube reach is. So guys, I just want to say thank you and acknowledge you. I didn't realize there'd be that many people who'd be interested in some guy taking a walk in the woods. But it is incredible, and I'm glad you guys are following me. Hope you follow me all the way to Katahdin, because right now I have no desire to quit. So with that, this is Bandit heading north. First views of the day. Still a little hazy in the morning. It's only about 9:30. Still a little hazy, but we got some views, and just happy to be here. Got a nice rock outcropping there. Pretty interesting. Trail cleaned out a little bit here where I can actually walk a little bit. It has been a very steep climb this morning. Looks like some kind of cave up there. I'm gonna turn it over as soon as I stop and get a good view of it. I don't think I want to climb up there and see what might be living in that cave, but it's cool looking nonetheless. Just came up on this memorial right here, guys. It's a sad reminder of what these guys face. Just trying to put out a forest fire. It's nice that they would put up a memorial. All right, guys, the sun is starting to come out. So, and it's warm. It's already, I don't know, it's probably in the mid to upper 60s right now. It feels warm. Of course, I am going straight uphill, so body generates a lot of heat when you're going uphill. Continuing to climb. I don't know how many miles I've gone so far, but the knock is still in view. It's way down there, so we're still going. Got a little bit of view through the trees. Today's just been a day of perpetual climbing. Not a lot to see. I know eventually I got to get up to that ridge line. There's not a lot to see today, so hopefully if it gets prettier, I'll get back on you to say. But even looking down in there, it's still pretty. It's just not anything of those spectacular views we have been seeing. Finally, we get us a little bit of a rhododendron tunnel or mountain laurel. I don't really know if there's a difference between rhododendron and mountain laurel. They look like the same thing to me. You guys can tell me, but it looks the same. Pretty cool section through here. Ankle's feeling good. It's there. I can't keep up with bluegrass, but we know we're going to the same place tonight, so not that big a deal. We'll catch back up with each other. Just glad I got something to film for you guys to watch. Love this moss on the side. Not what you want to see when you got a bum ankle. Rocks are pretty rough. And you got good ankles. You got a bum ankle, you got to watch every single step and try to find where you can get a flat step. Anyway, not going to do it with this on, because I got to navigate through it. Another pretty view. I think it may be bluegrass up ahead of me. Another Lord of the Rings type area. I'm gonna let you watch bluegrass as he goes through here and navigates through it. And I'm gonna turn it off because I can't navigate that well. But it is beautiful through here. Just give you guys a panoramic. And here we go. Finally got a little bit of a vista today. Skies are starting to get blue and burn off some of the mist. Anyway, I think the trail goes this way, so we're going to keep going and see what we can find. I think I've done most of the climbing for today. I think we're up to about 4,400 feet, a little bit more than that. I'll give you the final elevation once I get to camp. I'm probably about 1.5 miles away from camp. You know, when you head out on the AT, you know you're gonna have tough days. You know you're gonna have days where things just don't go right. Today's one of those days for me. It's been a tough 7 miles coming straight up. I don't know what the elevation change was today. I'll let you guys know once I get to camp. But it was pretty much all day climb with a bum ankle. So you're gonna face adversity when you're out here, and you just have to handle it and do it one step at a time. You know, the name of the game is perseverance out here. You just do it. And every time you start feeling down, you just look around you. And the peace and the serenity you get out here. I've said it before, it's almost spiritual. So yeah, you fight through the pain, you fight through the weather, then you get rewarded with beautiful weather like this and beautiful scenery. In the end, it's all worth it. All right, got some views here. And a real interesting burrow right there on that tree. It's amazing how these trees sometimes do that. But the view is on both sides of the trail. Haven't been a lot of clear views today. I've been looking through the woods, but they're still worth watching. We're almost to camp, so I'm feeling good, getting ready to get something to eat, so I'm happy. All right, guys. Looks like I've made it to the shelter. This is one of those days where it's only about 2 o'clock, but I'm not gonna try to make it any further. I gotta take it easy on that ankle and that knee. They're not feeling too bad, believe it or not. So we're just gonna take this little walk down the side trail to get to the shelter, get some water, do my chores for the night. That's putting up my tent, getting the sleeping bag out, laying out everything, doing what I need to do, find a place to hang my bear bag. So I'll do that, and then I'll get back to you when I get everything set up. Well, guys, we're calling another audible. It's still earlier in the day. Feeling good. The ankle's actually staying loose as long as I'm moving it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go, I think there's a campsite about 3.4 miles up the hill. So off we go. We're gonna try to do another 3.4 today. We'll see you up there. All right, guys, we got to a pretty good place where sun's not shining where we are, but it is over there on the mountains. So I wanted to give you guys a good view of that. We're continuing our climb. Hey guys, we're up on Cheoah Bald. This is another one of those places that camera can't do it justice. I'll have to look at how to pronounce that again. I don't know if I got it right, but the camera cannot do this justice, guys. This is absolutely gorgeous. And unfortunately, there's some things, no matter how good a camera you got, no matter how good a photographer you are, it just can't capture it. Much as I would love it. One more view, and we're gonna head on up the trail. We got a few more miles to get before we get there. I'm pretty certain I said that wrong over there back at the Bald. It's Cheoah Bald. I read the sign again. Cheoah Bald. So if I said it wrong the first time, hopefully this corrects it. Coming down off of Cheoah Bald, it's been a very steep descent. Lots of rocks, lots of roots. A couple of the rocks I've had to just get on my butt and slide. Probably wouldn't normally have to, but I don't want to take a chance of twisting that ankle again, so it was safer just to slide down the rock than it was to try to take a chance of stepping and let my feet slide out from under me. But it's a pretty view, it's a pretty walk. It's just a little steep. Good thing about it, we're not far from where we're planning on camping. Unless we call another audible. And I don't think we're gonna call another audible, but it's always possible. It depends on what time we get there. There's no shelter where we're going. It's just I think we're gonna stealth camp. There's a site over here that's identified that you can stealth camp. And we're gonna try that. It's a beautiful day. Supposed to be a nice evening. So we'll just set up tents and hang wherever we are. But until then, enjoy, well, I was gonna say enjoy the trail, but I got a couple steps here I gotta do. So anyway, let me get off this thing. Just got passed by a gentleman named St. Bernard. He's from South Africa. He's flying down this trail. No trekking poles, just walking along. And I'm sitting here thinking, if I didn't have trekking poles, I don't know what I would do. So going back downhill, so I need to get off this thing. But anyway, it was just cool to watch him just bounce down these rocks like they were nothing. So we'll be back at you. Okay guys, I guess the day's pretty much over. Show you a little bit of camp. We started today at 100 and I think it was 1,700 feet is where we started the day today. We hiked up to 5,000 feet and then back down to about 3,800 feet is where we are now. Those aren't exact numbers, but that's the 5,000 is pretty exact, but I think we're at 3,800 feet now. We are at Locust Cove Gap. We did about 11 miles today. And like I said, from 1,700 to 5,000 feet, that was a heck of a climb. We did a lot of climbing. The ankle's feeling good. The knees still bother me. Of course, the ankle is too, but you know, I think your body has a way of healing itself when you're hiking like this. The blood gets in there and gets to work, and it's swollen up a little bit, but most of the pain's gone, or a lot of the pain's gone. But the knee's still, the IT band's still sore on the knee, so I'll be stretching it tonight and rolling it out with the foam roller. Let me turn this thing around and I'll show you camp for the night. All right, here's camp for the night. You got Bluegrass in the front, I'm behind him. Got another hiker named Boomer getting ready to set up a hammock. And getting everything settled in. Got the food hung, already eating supper. And everybody now doing their chores for the evening. So looks like it's gonna be a beautiful night. Over here you can see the sunset over here. It's behind the cloud right now, but it's still a beautiful sunset. Calling for a chance of showers tonight, but not too bad. Real rain's supposed to start coming in tomorrow. And we'll see how we do. We're planning on doing about 11 miles again tomorrow, and then we should be getting close to Fontana Dam. And then we're going to figure out what we're going to do. We're going to try to hit the Smokies. Right now the weather's fairly warm. We'd love to hit the Smokies before the ice comes in, or before it gets really cold out there. You got to take a break in the weather when you can get it. So we're pushing kind of hard to get that way. Anyway, that's all I got to say for tonight. We're going to tuck in. This is Bandit, and we're still heading north.